Hey guys, it's time for some anime with Dimitri Love, aka Dana. Anime time. So we're gonna be talking about Blood Plus first episode because I'm going to be rewatching the entire series because it was an amazing series and I don't remember crap about it anymore. I remember main characters here and there, but besides that, all of the storyline is kind of like a little cloud. Boop. Far, far away. So yeah, at the beginning of the episode, we see this war scenario with these monsters devouring people, and then this girl comes with a sword and starts like defeating all these monsters, and then she goes on and defeats all the freaking humans, and then she becomes like, I guess, like bloodlust. Like she forgets that she was just supposed to attack monsters and goes after people. And we see that the bloodlust is so high that she doesn't even realize that she's killing unknown children. Especially this child that somewhat looks like her. So, yeah. So, after that scene, we see the intro, which is amazing. I love freaking season 1 opening. Probably have a little bit of it playing in the background or something. In the beginning of the episode, we see Saya. She's training for this, like, I guess, track meet thing. Okay, so one of the main things is that Saya has lost her memory. She does not recall anything before the last year. So she is literally has a blank mind and she has not remembered one single event since 1 year ago. She apparently is friends with this other girl and she ends up leaving her sneakers at school. She goes home. We notice that the dad is involved with an organization that made him adopt Saya. So we know that Saya's adopted and that she's not really part of the family, but the adoptive father does feel very affectionate towards her. This is because the dad apparently lost his child before the show actually started. It seems like he lost her to one of the Chiropteran attacks, which is the monsters. This is why that he is now really close to Saya because she's like a replacement towards his daughter. So he kind of feels like, oh, this is like my daughter. After that, we kind of also see that the government is part of all of this. Like, they know that these monsters exist and that apparently it's like a virus which is called blood type B, which, if you kind of think about it, blood type B, a lot of people have blood type B. So I don't see why they kind of said blood type B. So I think there could have been a better name for the virus, but whatever. After that, we see that Saya goes back to her school to get her shoes back, but instead of finding her shoes, she freaks out because she sees this man that was playing violin earlier in the episode. He takes out a dagger, and obviously that would scare anybody. Random guy in the night takes out a dagger, and it's like, what do you expect? You run. So she runs into a teacher that was there late for some reason. They go back to the scene. The teacher can't find anything, but then the monster goes and attacks the teacher, rips off his head, and so forth. After that, Saya runs in to one of the classrooms and tries to close the door, but the chiropteran goes inside. She runs into the classroom, but the monster tends to go after her, opens the door, and attacks. Technically doesn't open the door, technically just breaks the door in and attacks Saya. At this point, Saya ends up saved. Saya ends up being saved by this random shadow guy. Saya ends up being saved from this guy that had the dagger in the beginning. We still don't know his name, and I still don't remember his name. So, Saya then asks, "What are these monsters called?" And he's like, "They're called Chiropteran." And apparently this guy has one of his hands as a Chiropteran, so he cuts part of his hand so he would bleed. Tries to feed the blood to Saya. Saya's like, "No, what the fuck are you trying to do?" Because why the fuck would you try to suck blood out of his hand if you don't know exactly what you're trying to do? It's like showing you blood. Drink my blood. No, obviously you're not going to do that. You're just going to be like, what the fuck's going on? So then this guy sucks on his own blood and starts to keep it in his mouth and then kisses Saya and transfers the blood into Saya's mouth. And that way she awakes with her red eyes. At this point, one of the main key points that we have to see is that the shadow guy then tried to kill this Chiropteran, or I guess stop this Chiropteran with a dagger. He gets stabbed in the eye and with the dagger, but in one of the scenes that come in 2 or 3 minutes afterwards, we see that the eye is regenerating and literally no damage has happened. The guy's blind, the Chiropteran isn't blind or anything, he's just like 100% new. But when Saya pretty much stabs him, cuts him in half, he is dead. So Kai, which is the brother of Saya, is like to this random guy that shows up and does all this crap. We're gonna call him the shadow guy for now. The shadow guy comes and ends up like taking them out of the classroom because the government's coming to search. So they take both of them out to the roof and to a roof somewhere. And Kai's like, "How could you, blah blah, who are you? What the fuck did you do to Saya? Blah 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 blah." And the shadow guy just like vanishes. Saya's taken to a hospital, and that's pretty much where it ends, I believe. So come next time for episode 2 of Blood Plus. Bye, guys.